Start new recording. Hello, my name's Koromokimo, and this is Slay the Princess, Pristine Cut. I'm going to leave the content warning up for a second. Okay. Let's get ready. Whatever horrors you may find in these dark spaces, have heart and see them through. There are no premature endings. There are no wrong decisions. There are only fresh perspectives and new beginnings. This is a love story. I am completely I'm so excited for this game. So the first time I learned about this game was when I was running around on YouTube, and I turned something on just for the sake of either falling asleep or, just listening to it while I worked. I've never seen any imagery, nothing of this. And I didn't really pay too much attention, but I did pick up some of it, and I instantly fell in love with the game. Let's go ahead and go to preferences. I'm glad I don't have to look for color in this game, since I can only see... That's a lot of languages. Wait a second. That's a good amount of languages. Cool. I can only see one shade of red and one shade of green. So it's very interesting when people try and show me plants and things like that. It's kind of like whenever someone asks me which one's prettier, red or pink, and I have to go, I can only see one shade of red, and pink falls into that category. So yeah, it's interesting. Either way, let's go ahead and get right into it. This is a narrative horror, so it should be interesting.
You're on a path.
Chapter 1, The Hero and the Princess.
And at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
Okay.
You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Got it. So it's a narrative horror where it's just choices that I make. The end of the world? What are you talking about? Oh! The screen moves whenever I move my controller, because I'm playing it on a PS5. So whenever I move my controller, it shifts the view a little bit. Have you considered that maybe the only reason she's going to end the world is because she's locked up? Killing a princess seems kind of bad, though, doesn't it? Why is it a claw? Why do I have a claw hand? Can someone else do this? Forget it. I'm not doing this. Have you considered that maybe I'm okay with the world ending? Do I get some sort of reward for doing this? Oh, okay, thanks for telling me what to do.
I'm talking about the end of everything as we know it. No more birds, no more trees, and perhaps most problematically of all, no more people. You have to put an end to her.
Oh, okay. But how can a princess locked away in a basement in the world? If you don't tell me why she's dangerous, I'm not going to kill her. Do you have any evidence to back this up? Have you considered that maybe the only reason she's going to end the world is because she's locked up? Killing previous choices. Look, I'll go to the cabin and I'll talk to her, and if she's as bad as you say she is, then maybe I'll slay her. But I'm not committing to anything until I've had the chance to meet her face to face. Okay, I'm sold. Let's get this over with. I'll
Then I guess we'll
go
just
and
have to
talk
see
to
what
her.
happens. But a word of warning. If you go in prepared to hear her out, she could easily trap you in her web of lies. And the more you listen to her honeyed words, the harder it'll be to pull yourself out. Then each and every one of us is doomed. So sure,
Okay, narrator.
go talk to her. See how that turns out for all of us.
Okay.
You make your way up the short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within. We're not going to go through with this, right?
Voices
She's a
are here.
princess. We're supposed to save princesses, not slay them. Ignore
Okay.
him. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
Alright. Oh, okay. Only one option. Proceed into the cabin. Sure. Why not?
The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The air is stale and musty, and the floor and walls are painted in a fine layer of dust. The only furniture of note is a plain wooden table. Perched on that table is a pristine blade.
Okay.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Okay. Take the blade.
You take the blade from the table. It'd be rather difficult to slay the princess and save the world without it.
Well, my phone just buzzed. Why'd it buzz? Why are you buzzing? Did I just get a message? You're buzzing even more. Oh, okay. Cool. Okay. Cool. Enter the basement. Why not? Let's go down there.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below.
I like...
This is an oppressive place. The air feels heavy and damp, a hint of rot filtering from the ancient wood. If the princess really lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor.
Okay. Is there any way to... What... Voice fine? Okay. Cool. Just making sure, you know. What is that? History. Oh, cool! So I can see anything if I've missed it. Let's... Auto.
Her voice carries up the stairs.
Who's there?
She sounds dangerous. It's almost as if she's the one in charge down here. Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation.
Hi, just checking in on you. Hey, I think I'm here to kill you. I continue down the stairs. I could just say, hi.
Don't be a stranger. It's been so long since I've had any visitors. Come on down.
Sorry, I'm rocking my knee, which is rocking the screen. I should turn that off.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement.
What about the other wrist?
Coldly beautiful. Is she really a threat to the world? Focus on the task at hand.
And there you are. Are you here to kill me or something?
What? No way. Why would you even think that? Okay, yeah, you caught me. I'm here to slay you. No. No. I haven't decided yet. I'm just here to talk, steal your nerves, and step forward. I haven't decided yet.
Drop the knife, and the two of us just talk.
Look how reasonable she's being. We should just drop the blade and talk things out. Don't you dare. It's fine. We can decide what we want to do after we talk to her. Maybe she really is a monster, but killing someone in cold blood isn't very becoming of us.
Yeah. Drop it.
The blade tumbles out of your trembling hands and drops to the floor with an unceremonious clang.
Thank
At least
you.
it's down here with us.
Against your better judgment, you step forward to speak with the princess face to face, unarmed. We'll be fine. I don't know what you're hoping to accomplish here, but I can assure you there's no reasoning with her. Just make sure you don't forget about the blade on the floor. You're going to need it.
Okay.
So here we are. What an awkward start to a relationship.
Yeah, it's a pretty awkward relationship. Are you coming on to me? How would I get you out of here? I'm here because you're supposed to end the world. There's people out there who think you're going to end the world. What do you have to say about that? What's your name? How long have you been down here? Do you know why I'm here to kill you? Okay, we've talked. No. How long... What's your name?
She hesitates before answering.
You can address me as your Royal Highness, or Her Majesty. Any honorific should do, really.
Note the lack of detail. You can't trust her.
Why... Do you know why I'm here to kill you? How long have you been down here?
Again, she offers no specifics. No matter how hard you try, you'll never get a straight answer out of her.
Okay.
Don't just tell her that.
People say that... Yeah.
Is that why they threw me down here? But I don't want to hurt anyone. I like the world, I think. I don't remember much about it, to be honest. I've been down here a long time.
Just how long has she been down here?
Yeah. How long?
If I'm supposed to be capable of ending the world, then how did I wind up here, chained to a wall? Have they told you why I'm allegedly so... dangerous?
Yeah. All these options are Well, and if I'm honest, I'm more inclined to trust you than I'm inclined to trust them. I was hoping you'd tell me, what are you gonna do if I let you out of here?
Princess hesitates before responding. She doesn't know. She's been down here too long to have any idea of what she'd do in another life. She knows what she'd do. She's just searching for whatever answer she thinks you want to hear.
I don't think I can answer that question in a way you'd find meaningful.
Well,
At the end of the day, whatever the two of us have going on down here is about trust. Whoever sent you to slay me claimed I was a threat to the world, but they didn't tell you why. That doesn't sound right to me. And I don't think it sounds right to you, either. Otherwise, we'd be killing each other instead of talking.
yeah.
She has a point. There's a reason I've been telling you to question the situation, and there's a reason you've listened.
So, I could tell you that I'd lead a quiet life in the woods, or that I'd open an orphanage, or that I'd do any other number of good things that I'm sure you think you want to hear.
Uh-huh.
But you don't really know me, do you? What can my word possibly be worth in a situation like this?
She's right about one thing. Her word isn't worth anything.
Like I said, it's all about trust. Blind trust. So do you trust me, the prisoner, the victim, the princess clearly incapable of ending the world? Or do you trust whoever put me here?
She's wrong. This isn't about trust. This is about risk. We stand to lose everything, all for the sake of one person, and a subjugating monarch no less.
So, let me see if I've got this right. She's saying it's completely based on blind trust. And that I can completely understand. Absolutely. Like, it doesn't matter what she tells me. I'm not going to believe her. She is right about that. And he's right because of the fact of I don't know what she is capable of. So, I mean, how would I get you out of here?
You can't. Don't bother.
I'm guessing you don't have the key then. I'm sure there's a key somewhere around here, and if there isn't...
Uh-huh.
Well, we can always put that knife to good use.
Are you...
Her sharp eyes settle on the edge of the blade. She isn't suggesting what I think she's suggesting, right? She is. I'm sure of it.
What relationship are you coming on? Well, I'm not gonna say that because, I mean, we do have a relationship now. We're two strangers that have now met in a basement and started talking, so we're strangers to each other. We're acquaintances. Sorry, that's the word. Acquaintances. We've met. We've talked. I think we've talked enough.
Have you decided what to do with me?
You know why you're here.
I will eventually just go down the path of slaying her, but I want to try this. I'm getting you out of here. Examine the chains. I'm going to keep you locked away down here, at least for a bit. We can get to know each other better while I decide what to do. That's a horrifying option. Because then it would turn from prisoner to hostage. Turn from prisoner of whatever people to hostage of mine. And that's not good. Like, if I could have done something, why didn't I? So, let's get you out of here.
Oh, you have to be kidding me.
No.
You walk up to the chains binding the princess to the wall and give them a tug.
Yeah, shit. Of course.
They're large and heavy, far too solid for you to even imagine trying to break them apart.
Yeah?
If you don't have the key, maybe you should go looking for it. I'm sure it's somewhere upstairs.
It's not.
Doubtful. Whoever locked the princess away down here intended for her to never see the light of day. They wouldn't have just left the key to her chains somewhere in the cabin.
And if there isn't a key, do you have any ideas beside me cutting you out of here? And check upstairs, maybe the key's still lying around up there. And if not, maybe I can at least find something to break you free. Let's check. Let's ask her.
I can lose an arm.
Yeah. Huh?
She speaks with almost complete nonchalance. If we were stuck down here for long enough, I'm sure we'd be nonchalant about cutting our way out. Anything to finally be free.
Okay. Well.
You attempt to make your way out of the basement, but the door at the top of the stairs slams shut. You hear the click of a lock sliding into place.
That's,
There's someone else here.
not good. Hey, let me out of here. Try the door.
You try the door, but it's locked from the outside.
Fun.
You're here to slay the princess, and you won't leave until the task is done. Your
Hey, let me
shouts
out of
and
here.
pleas are met with silence. I'll repeat myself once again. You're here to slay the princess, and you won't leave until the task is done.
Alright. Return to the bottom of the stairs.
You make your way back to the bottom of the stairs. This would have been so much easier if you'd simply slain her like you were supposed to.
Yeah,
Easier
true.
for whom? Easier for everyone.
No.
I heard the door slam. They locked you down here too, didn't they?
Yep.
The knife. Pick it up and cut me out of here.
Are you sure?
You won't like what happens if you do that.
Save the princess or slay the princess. Save.
Against your better judgment,
Ooh,
you place
okay.
the blade against the princess's arm, just above
I guess.
the massive, unyielding
Gore
chain.
warning?
You cut into her flesh.
Huh.
The blade is sharp, and you
Ooh.
make quick work of it. Before long, you're able to crack through bone, and she pulls the bleeding stub of her arm through the iron gauntlet. She didn't so much as utter a sound. Free from her bindings, the princess turns to face you, her fierce gaze meeting your eye. How is she so composed after losing an arm? It's like she isn't even bothered by it.
Huh.
Thank you. Now let's get out of here.
Okay.
No, we won't have any of that. The stakes are too high. You can't just let her escape into the world. No, I just can't let her escape into the world.
We gotta
As
stop
the
the
princess
auto
approaches
really
the
quick.
bottom stair, your body steps forward and raises the blade.
Where, taloned hand? Is that a bird hand? Am I a bird? Am I a bird man? Am I the bird man? As I said, I never saw any of the visuals. I just put it on as background noise. That visual was a little horrific. I don't like the idea. I don't like the visual of, like, tendons and muscles stretching apart. I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it. Ugh. Whew.
Wait, this isn't fair. You can't just do that. Watch me.
Yeah, watch him. I do not have... Oh, I have a warn her option. All the other ones just say slay the princess. Let's warn her.
Stop that.
I thought this was a little too easy.
Your body lunges forward to sink the blade into her back, but the princess swiftly moves out of the way before you can connect.
Yeah.
Stop it. Stop resisting me. I am trying to get you out of here alive.
Resist.
The blade. Move the blade.
You're doing your best to help me, aren't you? I can see the conflict in your eyes. I'll make this quick.
Bah.
She steps forward and pries the blade from your rigid hands.
Okay.
Maybe I'll see you in another life.
Okay.
And then she slits your throat with an almost clinical ease.
Ah.
Her face remains unchanged as she watches you collapse to the ground blood flowing from your butchered neck.
Ah.
This is the end, isn't it? I'm afraid it is. Everything goes dark, and you die. I hope it was worth it.
Totally. Chapter 2, The Prisoner. What? What?
You're on a path in the
What?
woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
Yeah, I kind of got that
You're here
gist.
to slay her.
Oh, I know.
If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Huh? I'm getting a terrible sense of deja vu. Wait, hasn't this already happened? Okay, no. But I died, what am I doing here? Oh, you bastard, you're in for it now. I'm wise to your tricks. Proceed to the cabin, turn around and leave! I could just do that. I mean, it's an option. But I died.
I'll show you that you're not dead. And to answer your second question, you're here to slay the princess. I literally told you that a second ago. Don't forget what he did to us the last time around. I wouldn't trust a word out of his mouth. There's got to be a way out of here, for us and for the princess. We just have to keep trying.
So that was the voice of the skeptic?
I'm inclined to agree. If he doesn't remember what happened last time, maybe it's best to keep it that way.
Who?
You know I can hear you two, right? It's going to be a lot harder than you think to keep secrets from me.
Okay. Let's assume I'm telling the truth and all of this really did already happen. Why should I listen to you? Why should I bother doing anything? That's two different questions.
Those are two very different questions, but
Thank
fine.
you.
I'll indulge you if that's what it takes to get you moving. Let's say for a moment that this really is the second time you've met me, or at least a version of me.
Mm-hmm.
You died last time, which probably only happened because you didn't listen to me. The absolute irony. Well, that's one way to put it, I guess. You really don't remember what happened last time, do you? You practically forced the princess to kill us. That doesn't sound like the sort of thing I'd do, which is honestly all the more reason for you to not buy into whatever self-delusions the three of you are crafting. But this is a thought experiment, so I suppose I'll continue to give you the benefit of the doubt. If I did practically force the princess to kill you, it was probably for a good reason. Did you try and free her? Did you say something really mean to me? Because if I really did what you said I did, you probably deserved it. I'm a professional, after all.
Did you turn a little on or off?
Sure you are.
Okay, back on.
Anyway, I believe your second question was, what's the point of doing anything? If you're asking that, it sounds to me like you're making the rather dangerous assumption that your actions last time around didn't have any consequences.
I mean,
What
our
do you mean?
actions didn't. You
Of
did.
course there weren't any consequences. You forced the princess to kill us and now everyone's right back where they started. That sounds pretty consequence-free to me.
Yeah.
Yes, but in this purely hypothetical scenario, that begs the question of how you got back here. Did time simply rewind itself, or were you instead transported to a different world entirely? If it's the latter, what do you think happened after you died? Do you think the people there lived happily ever after? Or do you think that the princess, left unhindered, brought about the end to everyone and everything, just like I told you she would?
I don't know, but I do want to make note of something. I do know that dying is a normal part of this game. I don't know the consequences. I do know that there's a lot of dying. So this is going to be interesting. It's going to be a lot of fun. I guess that fun has to be put in quotations now, doesn't it?
What a conveniently ambiguous group of things for her to ruin. For all we know, the princess left the cabin and never saw another soul.
Yeah.
Oh, how I wish that were the case, but if the princess weren't a certain, inevitable threat to the world, the four of us wouldn't be here. And yet, here we are.
So none of these voices are mine.
No, I'm talking in facts.
Let's talk about this princess.
Just be quick about it.
Okay. I can ask some questions. The only reason she was even able to kill me last time was because I let her. And all she did was slit my throat. How is she supposed to end the world? Who locked her in that basement? What is this place?
People
That's a good question.
locked her in that basement, and I told you what this place is. It's a path in the woods.
That doesn't...
Don't overcomplicate things.
Okay. If people locked her away, then why couldn't they slay her? Why is this falling on me?
Look, I'm not supposed to say this, but it's because you're special. You're the only person capable of doing this. Call it a prophecy, if that helps, but it's just the way things are.
Okay.
Oh, I didn't know we were special. Of course you're special. Why else would you be here? Yes, right. We're here because we're special. Look, you're annoyed that you're here. I get it. I'm also annoyed that I'm here. But we're all in this together, and we're dealing with a bit of a ticking clock right now, so please just get to the cabin.
Okay. You're being cagey. What aren't you telling me? No, I'm not gonna say that. Let's just get to the cabin.
Great. Now, if you don't mind, the whole world is waiting with bated breath for you to save it from ruin.
Proceed to the cabin.
A warning before you go any further.
Yeah?
She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her.
Okay.
Don't believe a word she says.
Alright.
Yes, don't believe a word she says. Just go in, take the knife, and do what you're supposed to. Wink. Did you just say wink out loud? No, I didn't. Wink. Just ignore this clown and focus on the princess.
I don't know, I kinda like the skeptic. Okay, let's go to the cabin.
The interior of the cabin is less a cozy woodland retreat and more like a dungeon. A few pathetic wisps of starlight attempt to illuminate the cold, uninviting stone walls, and thick, wrought iron bars barricade the windows, reminding anyone who enters that this is a
cabin
prison.
outside wood?
The only furniture of note is an iron table, bolted to the floor, a pristine blade perched on its edge.
This is,
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
You didn't say anything about the mirror on the wall. This whole cabin is different than last time. Yeah.
Very different.
Yeah, thank you, hero.
Yes, but why? Did he change it? Or did it change all on its own? Maybe it's a different cabin entirely.
That's a possibility.
Isn't that a novel thought? Maybe you haven't actually been here before. I hope this means you'll finally drop your ridiculous past life nonsense. You haven't died, and you certainly haven't been killed by the princess. So focus up. Don't get distracted by minor details.
You didn't say anything about the mirror.
He definitely did not. Does the mirror not count as furniture of note to you? Because it should.
Yeah, it
There
should.
isn't a mirror. There's a table, the blade sitting on the table, and the door to the basement. There's nothing else in here. There's definitely a mirror. There isn't.
A nice mirror, too.
I think you know what we have to do.
Well, we have to walk up to... I want to look at myself. I want to see how handsome I am. Why would you lie about that? What's the point? Let's go over to the mirror.
You walk up to the wall next to the basement door. It's a wall. There isn't much to see here.
That's bold.
This really isn't funny.
Wipe the mirror.
Reach forward and rub your hand against the cabin wall. I hope you know how ridiculous you look right now. But it was there a second ago.
Why?
And now it's gone. If he doesn't want us to know about it, it must be important. We should keep our eyes peeled. Maybe it'll be back.
Okay. Take the blade. I want to take the blade.
You take the blade from the table. It will be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon.
Yeah?
Good idea. Much better to be armed than to go in with blind hope alone.
Okay. Into the basement.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing an old stone staircase. A few sputtering torches attempt to vaguely illuminate your path, dancing across glimmering patches of slimy moss on the stone steps. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor. Her voice, harsh but controlled, carries up the stairs.
Okay.
Is that a visitor I hear? Please, come downstairs. It's been a while since I've had company.
Does she remember us?
Maybe.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. She looks up at you, the heavy collar around her neck clanking loudly as she moves. The chains binding both her wrists to the far wall, joining the metallic chorus as she adjusts her hands in her lap.
That's a lot more chains than before. Why is the one off the side? Oh wait, never mind.
So much for cutting her out of here. Do you hear yourself right now? Cutting her out of here never should have been on the table.
Wow.
Have you noticed the empty chain on the wall? Odd that in a place where everything seems to serve a distinct purpose, there would be something so obviously useless.
Yeah.
That was there last time too, wasn't it?
Huh.
It was.
What an interesting development. Why don't you have a seat? The two of us should chat before you bury that thing in my heart.
Oh. Okay. I'm not sure I need to do much of anything. Do you see how locked up she is? I'm just going to leave her here. Nope. I'm gonna sit with her.
You step towards the princess, but she stops you before you get too close, holding up one shackled hand.
There's fine. I'd prefer we keep some distance until we've sorted this out.
Okay.
That's reasonable. We do have a weapon. Might as well put her at ease.
Yeah. Sit where you were told to sit. How about... No, let's
as she asks
sit.
and sit on the floor, still a good distance away from her.
Thank you. Now, what are your intentions for me?
My intentions? What do you mean? I've been here before. Am I the only one who remembers that? What happened after I died last time? That other chain on the wall, who is it for? What would you have me do? Just going to leave you here. Actually, you're not much of a threat to anyone locked up like that, but no. Slay the princess. No. No. My intentions,
Yes,
what do you mean?
Your intentions. You have a knife. What are you going to do with it? Why are you here? There isn't a keyhole in these
I think
shackles,
I just heard the dryer go
so
off.
I'm afraid my only way out is surgical removal.
Is she forgetting about the shackle on her neck?
I don't think she is.
Or does she think she'd survive a beheading? You're right. Maybe she's delusional. All the more reason not to trust her. Unless she really could survive.
Though I suppose you could just be here to kill me. But I don't think that's in either of our best interests.
It's true. I've been here before. Am I the only one who remembers that?
Oh? Are we acknowledging that? I thought we weren't going to give away the game. But yeah, I remember.
Excuse me?
I guess what you said back in the woods really was true. As much as I would like to remain in denial, it's no use. This has complicated things.
Okay.
It's complicated things how, exactly? Ideally, this was supposed to be one and done. You go to the cabin, you heroically slay the princess, and in the process you save the entire world from being damned to oblivion.
Okay.
The situation right now, where you're getting a second shot at things, is a contingency. A contingency for what?
What?
For you failing, obviously. And you being here means that things are going to be a lot harder than they were. I really shouldn't say anything else, I'm just going to make it worse. Just good luck.
Okay.
Now hold on, if you knew this could happen, why didn't you believe us back in the woods? Why lay out all those hypotheticals? We didn't have to talk in circles. I needed you to believe this was your first time here, even if that wasn't the truth. I hoped if I pushed back hard enough I could cram this seeping mess back into the bottle.
Okay.
And that's pathetic.
Ah.
I never said I wasn't.
Hold on. I gotta go read that. Needed you to believe that even that wasn't the truth. I hoped to push back hard enough I would be cram this seeping mess back into the bottle. Narrator, and maybe I wanted to be the first version of me that you met. I didn't want to be confronted by the alternative. Voice of the skeptic, that's pathetic. I never said I wasn't.
I
Okay.
get it. It would be pretty upsetting, wouldn't it? To know that you might not be the first version of yourself. At least we can remember what happened before. Seems like we should count ourselves lucky for that. Exactly, he gets it. You're lucky, so don't waste that luck by messing it up again. Alright? Moving on. Why is it important for us to be ignorant? How is it ever helpful to be in the dark? The more I say, the more your mind will swim into dangerous waters. Even saying that is too much. Your success hinges on you having imperfect information. For the sake of the entire world, you need to accept that. I won't. Just give it a rest, this isn't helping.
Focus. This is a serious situation. You shouldn't be daydreaming.
So, the biggest part of this is not knowing everything. So the next time I come around, I don't know all that I need to know, such as how this is working when I die. So, the first time around was supposed to be the success. If that failed, this is the second time. What about the other never mind. Yeah. What happened after I died last time? Before I make a choice, I gotta go check the dryer, make sure it's actually still going. Because if it's not, then I'm out of blanket for my sleep. So, 1 second. Actually, why did I even mute myself? I can just put you in the room with the dog. He'll keep you company. Okay, dog. Keep them company. Entertain them. Well, apparently it's dry. I didn't think it would be dry. Alright. What happened after I died? How am I supposed to cut you out? If you didn't notice, your head is in a shackle, too. I'm actually more curious about that.
No. Like I trust you to come any closer with that knife. All you're going to do is hand it to me and watch me work.
But she would have to cut her head off, right? She can't be suggesting that.
She certainly seems confident. Maybe she knows something we don't.
Or maybe you should consider the most likely scenario. She's bluffing so she can disarm you.
Though if she isn't bluffing, whatever she has planned might be for her benefit alone. There's no guarantee that what's good for her is good for us.
So, what should we do?
I'll choose.
I don't know. I'm just spelling out our options, listing the pros and cons.
Then let me help you. I'll start with the cons. If you're handing her your weapon, the cons are that she might use it to escape and end the entire world. And she might use it to kill you. That doesn't sound great. What about the pros? There are none.
The pros are that we can't trust him, possibly even more than we can't trust her. Whatever she has planned could do something to mess with what he has planned. Or maybe they're both screwing us over in their own ways.
Yeah, I mean... What happened after I died last time? Not giving you a weapon in case you've forgotten you killed me with it last time. I can cut you out of here. You know what? I think I'm going, if you actually, no. I'm trusting you.
Slide it over.
No, absolutely not. I am not letting you hand your only weapon over to the world-ending princess. Until you come up with any other idea, like, say, I don't know, doing your job and slaying her, you remain rigidly in place.
You tried this last time. Do you want to know how it went for you?
Oh, I remember. She killed us, which, by your estimation, ended the world, right?
Glory, tried to take over, buddy.
Exactly.
If I were you, I wouldn't be too keen on repeating your mistake. Hell, we could even force your hand and do it ourselves. I'm not afraid of dying again. Are you?
A little.
No.
I think you got your point across. Fine. You slide the blade across the floor. The princess maintains unsettling eye contact as she reaches down to pick it up.
Okay.
Thanks.
She pulls up her hair, smiling slightly, as she raises the blade to her throat.
Ooh.
What is she doing? She doesn't say another word as she cuts into her own neck. No.
Well, you know what? Watch in uneasy silence? Yeah, I would, to be honest with you.
Her eyes
I'd stay
stare
watching.
forward, unblinking, as she soars through skin, veins, cartilage. At last she reaches bone, the blade grinding audibly against her vertebra as it continues to slice its way through her neck. I'll be
Ooh,
damned.
my neck.
She's actually doing your job for you. Why would she do that?
I don't know.
So that's her play.
Killing herself?
She isn't dead yet.
Yeah?
Finally, you hear a snap.
Oh.
Her eye twitches. There's an uneasy silence. She remains motionless for a long moment, her twitching eye the only movement in the room, until at last it stops in an unsettling half-wink. Her head twists slowly to the side, flopping to her shoulder, and her neck opens. The remaining tissue is not enough to hold the weight of her severed head. It stretches and tears until finally it falls to the floor, completely free. It bounces a few times before rolling to a stop at your feet.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no, oh no, oh no, what did we do? Can we put it back? Please tell me we can put it back.
No!
The princess's eyes stare up at you. Dead. Congratulations! You saved the world.
So I guess that's it. What a way to go. But she is gone, isn't she?
I hate this. Can we just get out of here now, please? Of course, the princess is slain and the world is saved. Whenever you're ready, you can proceed to your reward.
That's...
I don't have an angle. I'm just...
Sorry. Voice of the skeptic. Now hold on, she's dead, so what's the rush? What's your angle?
Look, I'm just not ready to put my guard down. It's best to keep
Wait. Hold on. I don't have an angle. I'm just looking forward to putting all this behind us. I'm sure you can understand that.
You're just wasting your energy. The danger has passed.
Oh, God.
And
I
now
need to
we
stop
can
the
all relax
autoplay.
and enjoy your reward.
Because now I need to read the one before this. Look, I'm just not ready to put my guard down. Best to keep sharp. She wouldn't have done all that without some kind of reason. She's left us with this dangling thread, and I need to know why. She kind of did. She did say just sit back and watch me do my work. She might have meant something by that. Oh, I can take her with me. We're gonna stop here. Okay? We're gonna stop here. It's gonna be a little bit shorter, but we're gonna stop here. I'm definitely going to play more of this. Me and a couple of friends have made plans to make some multiplayer things, and it's a toss-up of which game, really, but we will be playing a game together, and that'll be some new people that you'll get to meet that every so often will appear on the channel. But this is great. Let's go ahead and save here. I'm loving this so far, because I did not see. That's not a great That's not a great thumbnail for that save file. I am enjoying this wholeheartedly, and I plan to play through this to the end. If I don't know what kind of end I know there are multiple different paths I can take just based off of the fact that there's so many choices. So many choices. Like, I can choose to go down there without the knife. That kind of changes things. So, it's great for video. I do have a video lined up for tomorrow. And I hope everyone here has a great time. This is a ride. So, I will see you later. Well, sorry. Talk to you later. Any comments you guys leave, I will answer. For now, because the fact of there's only like 3 videos on the channel now. I imagine once it gets to hundreds of... Oh. Okay, cool! That's kind of horrifying. But alright. I will... Yeah, later. Later.